You know, that was a time on Veterans Day this past week to reflect and really think about things. So every time I go up to Punchbowl, it's a spiritual journey for me. And part of that is because I was born in 1946. My father fought in World War II the whole time, joined as an 18-year-old kid and came home in 45. But I came from a big Italian family, and my mother was the youngest of 9, my father the oldest of 7. I had all these uncles as a kid growing up, biological uncles, all of whom fought in World War II. So I go to a place like that. You reflect on the people and the lives that those people lived, and just to, you know, especially in the spirit of Veterans Day, where we're doing precisely that, honoring. So it's almost like going to church for me in a way. I think about you asked me about my dad. I think about, you know, even though I was in the service myself, I think about others and stuff, and the people that are there, the messages and the sacrifice that goes into it, not just by the men and women who serve actually in the armed forces, but by the families themselves. I met with Gold Star families. I almost didn't have anything really hard to express to them, knowing full well that they lost, you know, they lost a husband, they lost a son or a daughter even. And so it's a very reflective moment, but one that gives you a great sense of pride and love of country. It really does. And so to me, it was a spiritual journey being up there.
Yeah, you touched on this, and I don't think we've ever talked about it, but what branch did you serve in? And
I was in the Navy.
And what did you do?
I was in the, it's what I didn't do, I think. You know, I was in the Navy I got sworn in on March 15th, 1964, and discharged on August 1st, 1970. And so throughout all of that was my college career as well. So I spent some time I spent a lot of time in the Naval Reserve, and just, I was sort of a flunky enlisted guy, if you will, because I was actually supposed to complete my officer training upon graduation. And when I got to go there, and I actually flunked my physical on my last day so I had been in for 6 years, and that's how it ended.
Well, what didn't you pass?
I was in the Navy. I had, my knees were really messed up after playing college ball.
Yeah.
And so I had this thing called myositis ossificans, which was bone chips, bone spurs in my knees.
Yeah, a lot of guys have that.
And it was from getting hit repeatedly and a lot of swollen, and they would drain it. They used to stick a large syringe in my knee and take the blood out, and then the calcium would stay in there, and over time, you know. So I was given that option. So I got honorably discharged on August 1st, 1970, like I said.